Hello students, how are you all doing today? I hope you all are doing well. Students, in last video I taught you how to transform sentences containing adverb to, and today I am going to teach you how to transform affirmative sentences into negative sentences. Right students? So let's get started. Students, before learning how to transform affirmative into negative sentences, we should know what affirmative and negative sentences are. A meaningful expression without a negative word is called an affirmative sentences. And affirmative sentences are the sentences which make positive statement. For example, she is as wise as her mother, and he has only 2 shirts. So these are affirmative sentences, a meaningful expression without having a negative word. Right, students? Now, what are negative sentences? A negative sentence is a meaningful expression with a negative word. A negative sentence is that sentence which make a negative statement and which contains a negative word. It may be not, no, nothing, not only, never, nor, not a few, no sooner, not more than, not less than, not many, etc. For example, her mother is not wiser than she. Her mother is not wiser than she. He does not have more than 2 shirts. So you can see here, these are negative expressions, negative sentences, because it contains a negative word, not. Right, students? Now let's learn how we transform an affirmative sentence into a negative sentence. So now students, let's learn how we change affirmative sentences into negative sentences. So there are few examples for you that we have to change into negative sentences, and these are affirmative sentences. But before moving ahead, we must know the basic rules that we have to follow while we are changing affirmative sentences into negative sentence. So what are these rules? First, use antonym of adjective, adverb and verb. Students, before going to change any affirmative sentence into negative sentence, first and foremost, we need to understand the meaning of the sentence properly, and we need to trace or find out the adjective, adverb and verb in that sentence. Second rule, use appropriate negative word at appropriate place. Students, we always use, when we transform an affirmative sentence into negative sentence, we always use a negative word, and these negative words are always used at appropriate places. Any negative word cannot be used between a helping word and a main word, as you know that, as you use it usually, as not is used generally. But all these words have their specific place in the sentences. So let's look at the examples and change them into negative sentences. The first example is, he is a rich man. So first, read the sentence very carefully and try to understand the meaning. He is a rich man. So first, we need to find out, is there any adjective in that sentence? Yes, of course, rich. Rich is the adjective in this sentence. Right? So now, find out the antonym of rich. The antonym of rich is poor. It's very easy and you all know it. So you can transform it into negative by using the antonym. He is not a poor man. He is not a poor man. Now you can see that I have changed an affirmative sentence into a negative sentence without altering the meaning or sense of the sentence. The sense of the both of the sentences, affirmative and negative, both of the sentences have the same sense or meaning. He is a rich man and he is not a poor man. It means he is obviously a rich man. Right students? I hope you must have understood. Now let's look at the second sentence and change it into negative. He drove the car fast. He drove the car fast. Can you find out any adjective in this sentence? No, there is no adjective in this sentence. He is a pronoun, drove is a main word, that is an article, car is a noun, and fast isn't. It's not adjective. Fast can be used as adjective, but here it has been used as an adverb, okay, because it's modifying the word drove, right? So now you need to find out the antonym of the adverb fast. The antonym of the adverb fast is slowly. You can use slow also, but here fast has been used as an adverb, so you need to use as an antonym of the adverb slowly. So now how you can change into negative samples, negative expression. He. Now the tense of the sentence is simple past tense, so in negative we use did not. He did not. And in negative sentence, in simple past tense, we use first form of the verb drive. The car. And in place of fast, you will write slowly. So now you can change that I have transformed it into negative sentence without altering the meaning of the sentence. He drove the car fast and he did not drive the car slowly. It means he drove the car fast. Without altering the meaning, I have changed into negative sentence. Let's look at the third sentence. He dislikes drinking wine. He dislikes. So first you have to find out any adjective, adverb and verb. As you can see that there is no adjective, it's pronoun, and dislike is a verb, drinking is a gerund, okay, and wine is a noun. So there is no adjective and adverb. Dislike is a verb, okay. So now find out the antonym of dislike. The antonym of dislike is like, okay. So you can use here like to make it negative, okay. And the tense is the simple present tense, okay. You have to change into negative simple present tense without changing or without altering the meaning of the sentence. So it can be written as he does not like. He does not like drinking wine. He does not like drinking wine. It means he dislikes drinking wine. As you can see that I have changed into negative one and without altering the sense or meaning of the samples. Right students? So now we have learned how we transform an affirmative sentence into negative sentence without changing its meaning or sense. Right students? I hope you must have understood. Well students, now if you don't find any adjective, adverb and verb in any sentence, so in such situation how you can change an affirmative sentence into negative sentence. So let's learn it. So in such a situation when we don't find any adjective, any adverb or verb in a sentence, then it becomes very difficult to change. We find it very difficult to change into negative. So let me tell you how it is changed into negative sentence. So then in such situation we use these rules. First, suppose adjective, adverb and verb are missing in a sentence. then we use fail or miss as a main verb. Right, students? We use fail or miss, either fail or miss as a main verb. And we use infinitive form of the verb given in the sentence. The word given in the sentence, we use infinitive form of the verb. As you already know that 2 plus first form of the verb is known as infinitive form of verb, right? This is also known as infinitive. So we use infinitive form of the verb which is given in the sentence. So let's have some examples so that you can understand it properly. They saw the red fort with their friends. It's an affirmative sentence and you have to change into negative one. So now you can see that they saw the red fort with their friends. In this sentence, there is no adjective or adverb. So how you can change it? So as the main verb, you can use fail or miss. They failed because the tense of the sentence is past. So you will use in past tense. The past tense of fail is failed. They failed. And infinitive form of the word given in the sentence. Which one is the word? Saw is the word. So its infinitive is 2 plus V1. So first form of saw is see. So they failed to see. Sorry, you have to change into negative. Right? So they did not fail. They did not fail. As the main word, you can use fail or miss. You can also use miss here. So they did not, because why we use did? Because it's simple past tense. In negative or simple past tense we use did not. So they did not. Now the main verb, in place of saw, the main verb will be fail or miss. They did not fail. And the second rule states that use infinitive form of the verb given in the sentence. So which word is given in the sentence? Saw. So its infinitive form is to see. They did not fail to see the red fort with their friends. Now you can see that it has been changed into negative one without changing its meaning or sense. They saw the red fort with their friends, means they saw the red fort, and they did not fail to see the red forts. The meaning is the same, the meaning has not been changed. Right, students? Let's look at the next example. Consult the doctor. It's an imperative sentence. Okay, it's an imperative sentence. How we can change a positive imperative sentence into a negative imperative sentence? So you have to use the same. So imperative sentence is also a part of simple present tense. So in simple present tense, in negative in imperative sentence we use do not. So do not, and then as the main word you can use fail or miss. So you can use fail, do not fail, and use infinitive. The second rule, use infinitive of the word given in the sentence. So which word is given in the sentence? Consult. So to consult, its infinitive form is to consult. To consult the doctor. So you can see that it has been changed into negative one without changing its meaning. Do not fail to consult the doctor or consult the doctor. It's positive, it's negative, but both. Well, students, so now let's learn how we change affirmative sentences containing only, alone, merely into negative sentences without altering their meaning or sense. Students, if a sentence contains only, okay, alone or merely, so it can be changed. If it is for a person, then we change only into none but. Remember, if it is for a person, okay, then we change into none but. If it is for a thing, then we change it into nothing but. Okay, and if it is for a number or quantity, then we change not more than or not less than. So let's see how we change these words only, alone, merely into negative sentences without altering their meanings. So let's have a look at the sentences, example sentences. Only a fool can say like this. Students, only a fool can say like this. The sentence has only. Okay? So only a fool can say like this. Obviously, it's for a person. Okay? This fool is for a person. It is said for a person. So for a person we use not but, none but. We use none but. So in place of only, we can use none but. None but a fool can say like this. Right, students? None is a negative word, right? And it can be used because in place of only, because only has been used for a fool, for a person. So for a person we use none but. A fool can say like this. I hope you have understood. Let's have a look at the second sentence. He loves only dancing. Here, only is used for dancing, and dancing is a thing, dancing is not used for a man. Dancing is a thing, right? So he loves only dancing. So here, when it is a thing, then we use in place of only, we can use nothing but. So how it can be used? So none but is not used only in the beginning of a sentence. It can be used at the end of also. At the end of a sentence also. So you can change it like he loves only. So dancing. He loves only dancing. He loves dancing is a thing. So for thing we use nothing but. So he loves nothing. He loves nothing but dancing. Now you can see that the meaning of the sentence has not been changed, only it has been changed into negative by using a negative word. Right, students? He loves nothing but dancing. Why we have used nothing but, not none but? Because dancing is a thing, so for thing we use nothing but, and for a person we use none but. Right, students? Let's look at the third sentence. He was watching merely a video. Merely a video. Again, video is a thing. So in place of merely, we use nothing but, because merely is a thing. Right, students? So you can change it. You can transform it as he was watching merely. Instead of merely, you will write he was watching nothing but. He was watching nothing but a video. But a video. Right, students? Next. Now I have only shirt. I have only shirt. So you can see that again shirt is a noun and it's a countable noun. It's representing a number. Okay? It's a countable noun. So here you can use not more than. Not more than. So it can be transformed as I have not more than 2 shirts. I have not more than 2 shirts. Right? So you can see that the meaning I have only 2 shirts. It means I have only 2 shirts, and I have not more than 2 shirts. I don't have more than 2 shirts. So meaning of both of the sentences are not changed. They have the same meanings, same sense. So this is how we transform affirmative sentences into negative sentences without altering their meaning and using these negative words in negative sentences. So I hope you must have understood. In attachment I'll send you an exercise, an assignment, so that you can do practice at home and you can understand transformation better way. Right? I hope. So goodbye. See you tomorrow in the next video. Have a good day.